Coming up next, right here on RBTV, what show is it, Krystal?
Kev Head tonight.
Krystal Krejcik and all of us, Marco and Miranda, we're going to be celebrating Jeff's 22nd birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Welcome to yet another episode of Kev Head Tonight, right here on RBTV. How do you like that?
Well done.
You like that? Yeah. Well, I just composed that tonight. I did. And I want to know something. I'm going to ask you something before I introduce you. I'm going to ask you if... Can you feel the love tonight? The peace the evening brings. The world for once in perfect harmony with all its living things. Can you feel the love tonight?
See?
Yeah.
See? What does that mean? What is sea? What is the sea? You mean the sea like the Pacific Ocean?
South Pacific? No.
The South Pacific?
Pacific?
I'm gonna wash that man right out of my head. I'm gonna wash... that's a woman sings that on the show. South Pacific, right?
Somebody that actually had a little bit of hair.
Someone who... Oh, ouch! That hurt, Jeff.
Sorry,
I noticed when I was getting ready today to go to school, I still teach at Riverside Brookfield High School.
Yeah.
Loved it here. I've been here for 18 years, you know.
Time flies.
Don't you know?
Boy, were you even born when I start? Okay, I won't even talk about that tonight, but oh my God, no, he wasn't.
I'm 17.
Okay,
born.
thank you. Thank you.
I was born.
Anyway, where were we? Because I lose track of what we were just talking about and what we were just
Ask
talking
a
about.
question and then introduce us.
Yeah, but something about. See, darn it, where were we?
I was at
Here,
it's about C.
Oh, see, and then you would sing. Go ahead.
I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair.
Then they do it again. I'm gonna wash that, and that's out of my hair and send him on his way. Now you could sing it in Cockney accent because you and I just finished doing the on area elf, on area elf. Right? We just did Oliver over at St. Louis. Did you know that, Jeff?
No, I didn't.
You went to St. Louis, didn't you?
No, I went to St. Paul.
Oh, that's right, St. Paul. You know what? Before I get all scattered and crazy here, and I'm going to introduce Fiesta, and I see there's a Michigan sign there tonight, but boy, we have 4 wonderful guests. And here's my new introducing guest music. This is Marco of Severini. Marco of Severini.
4.
What brings you to the Kev Head show tonight, Marco?
Well, Mr. 4 asked me to be on the show, and I was happy to find out that I could be on the show.
Okay, and I see you wore your orange.
Yeah,
That's how we used to say it in Galesburg, where I grew up.
Oh.
Orange. Orange. And I'm hoping you'll play your guitar for us a little later.
Okay.
Will you?
Yeah.
Promise?
4.
Okay. And next we have Miranda Molina, freshman here at RB. Miranda, what brings you to the Kev Head? Why are you?
Well, I walked out of cadet band, and then he said, marimba. I said, yes, mister. And he said, follow
How did
me.
I say it again?
You said marimba.
Marimba.
And you said, follow me. And then you brought me in your office.
Yeah.
And then you closed the door. And then Mr. Baum was like, oh, no, I can't get in the office.
Right.
But then you asked me, and you said, will you be on Kev Head with me tonight? And I said, of course, mister.
Oh, did you say Shirley?
Shirley.
And then did I say my name's not Shirley or something like that?
Yes.
That's a joke from Airport. Airplane, right. Anyway, welcome to the show. And next we have one of my, oh my gosh. You think back on your career and you think of your favorite students. Tonight, Jeff and Krystal are here with us, and this is Jeff Kutschke. Jeff, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, sir, you call me sir like I'm some kind of...
Always have.
Oh, I know you. Aw. So, Jeff, welcome. Were you excited when I called you and said, would you please be on the show?
Yeah, I was thrilled.
Okay.
I just wanted to hang out with you tonight, but you were like, I'm filming the show. I want you and Krystal.
Can you come be on the show?
Yes, sir. Oh. That's what I said over the phone when you were driving back from Galesburg.
Galesburg? Wow, bringing up Galesburg really, that strikes something in because I grew up in Galesburg. Galesburg I am, Western Illinois.
That's where you were weird.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what we used to call it. We were brought up there, you know.
Yeah.
And then also tonight we have Krystal Krejcik. Krystal, welcome.
Hi.
Krystal's being a little shy. Krystal just graduated from the other Michigan university, which is called Michigan State University.
Yes.
And I'll tie that in with this one. Can you get a close up here, Andy or Johanna? This is a Michigan flag that Jeff borrowed from his professor at Illinois Wesleyan. And this is, of course, University of Michigan at Ann Arbor. Krystal went to Michigan State, beautiful, wonderful school in East Lansing.
Yes. In East Lansing.
And we'll put that there. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. Jeff wants to be a, I can't keep that up. Oh, it goes in the front. Jeff wants to be a policeman. So watch out there when you're on the road. He's a tough guy, he is. Miranda wants to be a music teacher one day, and that's why I invited you on. And then Marco is a great musician, as we're going to hear as we come up with the second part, the second segment of Kev Head Tonight, right here on RBTV. Don't go away. Welcome to the second part of Kev Head Tonight, right here on RBTV, produced by Mr. Gary Prokes. How many of you know this song?
No.
Rings a bell.
You
I
play
don't
a
really
lot,
know it,
though.
but I've heard it.
As time goes on, I realize, come on, just what you mean to me. And now that you're near. I mean, I forget it's Color My World by the group. Do you know which group that is?
No.
Oh.
Chicago?
Chicago. Now, Chicago was like the biggest group when I was in high school.
Back in the 90s?
Back in the 90s, yeah.
Yeah.
Chicago,
Not too long ago.
big. Saturday in the park. And I don't know the words. You know that one too? Saturday in the park? And then 25 or 6 to 4.
Oh, yeah.
25 or 6 to 5. You sure?
Show.
You know, I mean, there's some amazing tunes. So I just thought I'd begin this segment with Color My World because you all have colored my world.
Thanks.
And I hope that music has colored yours.
It has.
Just a few years ago, my students, in a show of gratitude at our final awards program, the Apollo Awards, they gave me this watch. Can you get a close-up of this, Johanna?
It's a great watch.
Oh, the other way around. Thank you.
KM.
It's got and it says KM on it. Now that you probably don't know, that stands for my initials.
Oh.
Kevin McOlgan. Kevin McOlgan.
McOlgan.
And
Irish.
anyway, Irish don't you know when Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring. Anyway, don't you know it. Anyway, inside, when you open this, it reads as follows. Music is enough for a lifetime, but a lifetime is not enough for music. Now, I think that was Rachmaninoff who composed. Big Russian romantic music. But anyway, what does that quote mean to you in relation to what music was for you at RB? What do you think? Any ideas? I don't want to put you on the spot. Oh. But, I mean, does that mean anything to you?
Can you read it one more time?
Yeah.
Surely. Shirley.
Can you rephrase
we're not Shirley.
quote?
Your name's not Shirley?
No.
Sure.
Name that movie.
Airplane.
Airplane. Music is enough for a lifetime, but a lifetime is not enough for music.
Could you rephrase that?
Well, that's kind of what I'm asking you to do in
Can you phrase it in the question?
Well,
Yeah.
Can you define lifetime?
what does that quote mean to you?
Like, music goes on and on.
Music goes on and on.
But
Forever.
there's not enough life for
Yeah.
music to...
Never-ending life for music.
Jeff, any idea for you?
I think it could mean that, like, you can devote your entire life to music, but you'll never fully capture it, but it can speak through you throughout your entire life.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Not enough time.
Krystal, any ideas?
I don't know if I want to follow up on that one.
That was.
That was...
Well,
Jeff spoke for all of us,
well,
didn't
you
he?
could say that music's ever-changing and ever-growing, just like each of us are individually.
OMG. That was beautiful. Do you know what that means? Because I'm using it a lot, and I'm wondering if it might catch on. So I've been saying OMG a lot. Do you think it might?
Go with the literal.
We were using that in Michigan.
See, it's
Really?
gone that
It's
far.
got-
It's catching
Because
on.
I thought of it first. I also have been calling the Eisenhower Expressway, I've been calling it the Ike.
Whoa.
For sure.
For short, and I think that might catch on.
Within a few years.
Revolutionary.
Yeah.
Like revolution.
Like a revolution.
Very.
It's a revolution. Hey, you know. Who sang that?
The Beatles.
The Beatles.
They're my
Good.
favorite.
Anyway, so Krystal, have you stayed on with music? You tell us what you did at RB in music. It
Well,
was significant.
At RB?
Yes.
Well, was in marching band and symphonic band for 4 years, and I was drum major my senior year.
One of the best drum majors, I might add, that we ever had.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah. And how has that helped you in college?
Well, it taught a lot about leadership and a lot about other people. But I went to go try out for marching band at Michigan State, and then they told me they didn't like clarinets, so I didn't get to play.
So brass only. They want to go more core style, right?
Yeah,
Have you played at all in any concert bands or pet bands or anything like that?
No.
Well, you can always bring it back into your life.
Yeah.
Jeff, now you've been at Illinois Wesleyan University.
For 3 years, and then I went to Western Illinois.
Illinois. Now listen, that's Western Illinois University. That's down by Galesburg.
Yes, it is.
It is.
I'll be home. Well, I guess that's a holiday for. I'll be home in Galesburg. You know. Anyway, so you go to Western, and tell me, what have you done with music since you? Well, you know what? They're telling me again that we're running out of time.
Oh boy.
So, what I want to do is hold that thought.
All right.
I want to ask you about RB and music here, and then what you've done since then. Same thing for Miranda, your aspirations. And then, of course, we're going to hear from Marco Severini playing his acoustic guitar right here. Don't go away. Right back. Welcome back to Kev Head Tonight, right here on RBTV. I'm your host, Kevin McOlgan,
With the most.
thus Kev Head. You know, the name Kev Head. Four. Anyway, we're on our third segment already. Can you believe it? Tonight we have Krystal Krejcik all the way from Michigan State. And you've done water polo there. We have a strong water polo program here at RB.
Yeah.
In fact, there's been a lot of parents who have supported it and come out and said, hey, this is important to us, and I think it's going to be back on next year. here at our. I of course.
You play back.
You swim. You swim the laps at the valley.
Well, I try not to swim because it always
Fitness,
discolors
Oh,
my
that like
hair.
fitness. No, it's,
Don't you hate
You know,
it
the
when it gets in
chlorine.
hair?
it makes it fall out.
It bleaches it.
It bleaches it a little
Yeah.
bit.
It's a little whiter.
I wouldn't want to ruin the
Yeah.
wave.
Yeah.
You know, catch a wave and
Volume.
how many of you know that group? Or that song? Catch a wave and get on top of the world.
I don't know.
Anyway, gosh, so many songs, and I don't want to digress because I have a problem with digressing. Remember that when you were here?
No, man.
We left off with Jeff Kutschke, and Jeff is telling us about what you did here at RB musically.
I was in the band and marching band and jazz band. I did a year of madrigals. And then from RB, I went to Illinois Wesleyan. Did 3 years of music, jazz and band
Major
there.
in music.
Yeah, I was music education
Wow.
for a few years. And then I transferred over to Western. Now I'm doing law enforcement, but I still do play in the jazz band and pep band, and hopefully in the symphonic band next semester.
Who's the band director at Western now?
There's Mike Fansler and Matt Thomas.
Now, the saxophone professor and I went to Michigan together.
Yeah.
And what's his name?
John Vanna.
John Vanna. Yeah, he and I we're in Ann Arbor together studying saxophone at the same time.
At the same time, really?
Yeah, he was getting his master's, or I forget how it works, but we were there at the same time.
Oh, cool.
Now, it was the year that I was working on my doctorate, and he was there getting his master's, I think.
Oh.
Of course, I didn't complete my doctorate. Do you know why? The job opened at Riverside Brookfield High School. And I came here, and I have never regretted it. I had a principal at the time who said, I want to build a fine music program. And she felt that I was the one to come do it.
And you did.
And you
And
did
my
it.
God, that was 18 years ago. You know?
Inspiration.
And look at what
Wow.
you've done.
And so now I'm 86 years old this year.
Wow.
Anyway,
More than 20.
so Jeff, thank you, Miranda. Anyway, so Jeff, you've stayed with music and you always see yourself always playing, right? Even though you're going to be out there enforcing the speed limit. So everybody remember, 65 is the limit there on 74 if you're heading down toward Peoria, Galesburg area. I just thought I'd throw that in. Now, Jeff, you also told me last year that you played in a musical. Which musical was it? You
It
played
was-
in the Pit, I assume.
Yeah, I played in the Pit for Funny Girl. It was all about Barbra Streisand, your favorite.
People. Do you know this one?
Oh, yeah.
People who need people. What are they? They're the luckiest people in the world. Gosh. So you played that show. Wow. And it's got. Don't tell me not to live just in butter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. Anyway, okay, well, Jeff, you and Krystal, two of the great musicians that went through the program. Beautiful saxophone tone. I'll never forget the beauty of your tone. Krystal, and
Thanks,
you
man.
came in when you were a freshman, and you sounded so beautiful on your clarinet, and you continued to get better and better and better. And both of you, as seniors, amazing leaders as drum majors. So,
I learned how to yell.
do you know what that is? It's Try to Remember
From the Fantastic.
from the Fantastics. What are your aspirations musically, Miranda?
Oh, well.
You want to
first,
be a teacher, right?
I do want to be a teacher. I met you in the 7th grade when you came to Gross to introduce us to introduce the 8th graders to RB.
Yeah?
And then you came in and you started playing that song for Chicago, and only one kid knew it, and they were like, "You're just playing it," and they go, "Chicago."
Wait, what song
I
was
don't
it?
remember it.
Superstar, but that's all I remember. Anyway, so you want to be a music teacher one day.
Yes.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart. And you're going to love it. It's amazing. Marco, could you please get your guitar? Without any further ado. Ladies and gentlemen, Marco of Severini. is going to play a little bit on his guitar for us. You guys were both in music theory, and Marco was in music theory. Thank you, Marco.
Yeah, no problem.
Was he in a major key or a minor key? For that, he was in a minor key, right?
Thank you for answering. It's been a while.
He was playing, and not only that, but he was playing in. Weren't you? Harmonic, I thought. Anyway, my gosh, they're telling me again. We've got to stop. They keep saying wrap it up. Joe Jones, a band member, and Johanna and Andy, and no, the other three back there.
Alicia, Annabelle, and Nick.
Alicia, Annabelle, Nick, and Lorenzo, and Mr. Brooks, from all of us here at RBHS. Kev Head tonight.